Good morning, everyone from Siargao Island, Philippines. Happy Cinco de Mayo Day, right? Cinco de Mayo. De Mayo. Better get it right, huh? Yeah. Here we go. Let me mute that. Check that. All right. Wait a little bit here. Weather-wise today, partly cloudy, but the sun's in and out. We have had quite a bit of rain here the past couple days. Yesterday was nice, so went out and enjoyed a nice day down at my beach. Whole family went down there. With uncles and nephews and all that, went out fishing. I went out floating around in the water. Just a good time. But yeah, gotta love it. Love it. Love it. Brent, how are you doing, Brent? Cinco de Drinko. Cinco de Drinko. 5th of May. 5th of May. I know some people probably don't know what Cinco de Mayo is, but it's the 5th of May. Cinco, 5, de Mayo, May, right? Why is it so important? I don't know. Don't know. Is it a celebration of the 5th of May? But I don't know. Why isn't it a holiday? Like, why don't they consider it a holiday? Like, get your day off. Come on in. My coffee has arrived. My coffee is here. Bye, Cookie Paduki. Thank you, Cookie Paduki. All right. I'm ready to go now. Got my coffee, got my water. Yeah, why isn't it a holiday? Like another day off, right? It's wonder they don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo here and give everybody a day off. Seaweed Hero, may the 4th be with you. Referring to the 4th, right? Just after 5 p.m., May 4th here in Oak Bay, BC, Canada. Bruce, how are you doing, Bruce? Trumpet's doing his best to let some people return home in time to celebrate where they were born. Yeah, isn't that I don't really want to get into the politics because some people may we don't like your outlook on things, but here's how I look at it. Everybody is welcome to any country they want to go to in this world. Anybody is welcome to stay there. All you got to do is follow the procedures. I'm in the Philippines. Everybody visits the Philippines. Expats retire here. They get their visas renewed, SSRV visas, 13A visas. You are properly here staying. Same way within America. It's not like, hey, we don't want you there. All we're asking is come here legally, right? If and you see it here in the Philippines, if I'm here in the Philippines and I don't renew my visa, I'm considered an overstayer. I'm gone. They're kicking me out. They're going to get rid of me. What's the difference? But Bruce, I know what you're saying. Jason Pike, good morning, Jason. How are you, sir? How are things your way? Thanks for stopping in and joining the live stream. Mac, what happened at the airport? That's when Mexico got their independence. Oh, okay. So you're saying what happened at the airport? That's when Mexico got their independence. All right. I don't know. I'm not really study the history of Mexico. I visited Mexico many times. I know about the cartels in Mexico, right? But don't know really the history of Mexico. Mexican-American War, all right? Hey, Mark Davis, how are you doing? Raining here in the studio last 3 evenings. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, Mark, I think there was a some type of system that just came through and dumped a lot of rain down here. We left General Luna Friday morning, come back home here, and we stopped a few times because of the rain. Then when we got here, it was like Friday evening, Saturday evening, it would just rain. And even last week, off and on, quite a bit of rain. Hey, look at Lut's shirt. Look, show him your shirt. Show him that shirt. Philly 215.
Morning.
But yeah, I think there was some type of storm system that came through. But it's out now. May 5th is when Mexican got their independence. There it is. There, I learned something new. Yeah, you guys taught me something new. Thank you. Thank you. Every day is a day off here. I hear you, Mark. You know, retired in the Philippines. Every day is a day off, right? What is it like? A bad day in the Philippines beats a good day at work, right? Ricky USA, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Mexican Army beat the French at the Battle of Puebla. Not a major holiday in Mexico. Interesting. You're saying it's not a major holiday? They gained their independence? Do they have like a 4th of July, like America has a 4th of July where it's a holiday, we celebrate that? Does Mexico have like a holiday like that? I would think Cinco de Mayo is when they gained independence, that would be like a big holiday. Bruce celebrating the victory over the French in the Battle of Puebla. Mr. Steve Anthony Bolts. Good morning, Brian. Greetings from Sydney, Australia. Good morning, Stephen. How is Sydney, Australia? That's one place. I don't know. I've never been to Australia. I have many subscribers from Australia. Lots of beauty down in Australia. The Great Barrier Reef. Just never visited. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just never been on my places to want to visit. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, a lot of subscribers from Australia. Met many Australians all over the Philippines. Matter of fact, in General Luna the other day at the bakery, I was walking out, and this expat, he was walking, and he was a little older, and started talking to him. Owns a little, I think a little homestay or something here, he was saying, and enjoys it. A lot of Australians down here on this island because of surfing, right? Where we like to eat, Cat and Gun. He's an Australian. His friends are Australian. But it's always mate. How you doing, Mike? Good day, Mike. Good day, Mike. Ah, yeah. Oh, it's 10:34 a.m. here in QLD, Australia, and it's Labor Day, public holiday. Yeah, we just had a Labor Day here. Monday. Was it Monday? The 1st. That wasn't Monday. The 1st was Labor Day here in the Philippines. That would have been Thursday. So yeah. Ricky Lass, good morning. How are you, Ricky? General Morrison. Good morning, Rocky from Alongapo. How is Alongapo? Are you really a general, General Morrison? If you are, all right, cool. General. If you are, what star? 1 star, 2 star? But Alongapo. Alongapo, I always enjoyed visiting Alongapo. Never had a desire to want to move to Alongapo. Good to visit, good to get away from AC, get down there, you're there in 45 minutes to an hour. It was always good to get away for a couple days, hang out, walk around. Um, but not for me. It's just not for me. Not my environment, I guess you could say. W. Jackson, hello from Washington State, USA. Keep up the great videos. Thank you, W. Jackson. Thanks for stopping in. Cat, Katie? Katy Perry ate a burrito. Now she's considering herself Mexican. Ah, Katy Perry, didn't she just launch herself into space or something? James, how are you doing, James? Bruce says they have a 4th of July like everyone else, but celebrate their independence on 8/24. Gary T, happy Cinco de Mayo. Appreciate the vlog about your Filipino family and saving you money. Got to look at the big picture. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's good and bad. They do things that you just kind of like shake your head like, huh? What? I don't get it. But in return, like, they're very helpful. Very outgoing, will bend over backwards to help you, will do things that you least expect. It's good and bad, you know. Everybody's different. Some people, you got to overlook non-petty things, things that are just petty. You know what I'm saying? And but other people, they want to live 50 million islands away from their families, and well, that's what they want to do. That's your choice. Jim, hello, Jim. Where's your rose-colored glasses? Right here, Jim. Right here. So, if I wear them, all right, then it'll be, why are you wearing those stupid rose-colored glasses? And it's a no-win situation. But yeah, they're right here. They're right here. They didn't break. I just figured I would go glassless so people can still see that the bags under my eyes are gone, the black spots are gone, or the blackness under my eyes. Like I said, a no-win situation. When I had the dark eyes, I put the glasses on. Why are you wearing? And I take them off. I take my hat off. Hey, you're bald. Well, I know I'm bald. You keep the hat on. That hat's dumb. Put on a do-rag. Hey, why are you wearing a do-rag? You take a do-rag off. Hey, you're bald. It's a no-win situation. But yeah, thanks for asking. Lucas Musser, good morning, sir. I was Lucas Musser. How are things up your way? Still doing good. I'm sure. Family's getting bigger. Kids are getting, or the kid, not kids, because Luke only has one child. Lucas Musser. Good morning, Brian. Roger from Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia. Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia. My family living in Las Pinas. Enjoy watching you on Lutz Diary Adventures. When is Hannah Grace coming home? My oldest daughter and her are the same age. Hannah will be here the 14th. The 14th, she is flying in. We will be picking her up at the airport, and she'll be here for a good, probably 6 weeks. She had to stay around up in Angeles, where she's going to school because of graduation, and she graduated top of her class, and part of her enrollment of being in there and her what do you call it, her I can't even think now, her scholarship, she had to be there for all that. So now there's like a week in between her being done and her coming out, and she's like, oh, we have brownout. As we have brownout, let me bring this up. Oh, hang on, let me pull that out of there. Never fails. It never fails, huh? Never fails. Hope you guys can still hear me. All right. Now I'm looking over at this screen because I got to be able to look at. I can't. My camera's up here. Well, hang on. Let me. There we go. We can do that. There we go. We can put that over there. Now, how long this brownout is going to last, we shall see. But you can see, boom, the lights went out. You can see that my face is red. But let's see how long this will last. But yeah, she'll be out here soon. Thanks. Thanks for asking. Kitty Perry went on a 11-minute ride to space and now literally says she's an astronaut. Yeah. I love it. Sam I am. Hello from San Francisco. Thanks for stopping in. Yes. Chicken Choker. How are you doing, Chicken Choker? Chicken Choker says, pay the electric bill. Just paid the electric bill. Here's my electric bill. You know what? I have friends up in Angeles that recently got their electric bill. And he said, you're not going to believe my electric bill. And I said, well, let me guess. I know where he lives. I know his house. I know how much electric he runs, what he runs, air conditionings, modern refrigerators, all of the other stuff. And I said, let me guess. It's summertime. I said, 15,000 pesos. He goes, yep. He said, from last month, 7,000 pesos to 15,000 in 1 month. That's what Angeles City Electric does. I think they are the biggest ripoff company out there. The biggest ripoff company. They do it every time it's summertime. They know people are using more electric, and it's called price gouging. Nothing will be done. They will continue to do it. No one will challenge them. Nothing will happen. You can't, like in the States, you can choose 4 or 5 different, say, electric carriers that you want to choose from. All right. Not happening in the Philippines. You will take and you will pay what they charge. Got another person I know, lives over in Daewoo. Modern size house, American appliances, air conditioned, central air, you name it. If it's an appliance from America, he has it. His electric bill runs an average every month around 4,000 to 5,000 pesos a month. Different electric company. But yeah, I just paid my electric bill here, between here and the electric bill over in General Luna, 2, 5, and 1. It's under 4,000 pesos. 4,000 pesos under what, $80, give or take? Yeah, $80, give or take. You're going to pay. But you don't need to be overcharged and price gouge. All right. Are you David Harbour's father? You seem related. No, I don't know who David Harbour is. Couldn't tell you, guys. If I go off, I'm timing this. Actually, when my UPS, my uninterrupted power supply, starts beeping, you'll hear it beep beep. Then I know the show's over if the brownout doesn't lift. But this is an everyday. Well, not an everyday. We can go one day without a brownout. Imagine that. One day. 2025 and brownouts. It's part of the Philippines. Mabuhay. Welcome to brownout. Brownout country. Am I still on? Am I still going? Let me know. Over here. I don't have sound on my speakers because that went out. So, do I miss Angeles City or does the move to Surigao feel right? You know what? I don't really miss Angeles City, to be honest with you. I miss SNR and I miss Landers. All right. Those two things I do miss. because I can buy things there that I cannot find here. And when I order on Lazada, it's more expensive. But as far as anything else, no. Sherigan moving here, my stress is down, less headaches, better air quality. Um, it's coming up on a year next month, and I'll do a video about that. Still good. We rarely have brownouts at CDO. Yeah. I'm a 63-year-old guy, still in good shape, kind of got that rocker look. Any chance I could find a good Filipino on Siargao Island? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, you can find a good Filipino anywhere in the Philippines. Um, Once again, Filipinos do not look at age. They don't look at what you look like, your weight. Some will say they only look at your wallet, which, once again, is a BS comment. Um, I know plenty of expats, not plenty, but I know expats, they don't have much, but they've got a beautiful Filipina girlfriend, a beautiful Filipino wife. You know what I mean? Um, but yes, yes, you can. They're everywhere, anywhere. David Harbour was the sheriff from Stranger Things and the Red Guardian of Marvel. Okay. I've watched Stranger Things. Have you ever thought about a generator solar for the brownouts? Thought about it. Thought about it. Usually our brownouts don't last but a couple minutes to an hour sometimes, unless you had the great brownout that we had in the beginning of the around in December. But I've thought about it, but no. I have black eyes under my eyes. What did you do to get rid of yours? Um, I don't know. Moved. I moved. But then again, I've had those black eyes under my eyes for years, even when I was younger. Not younger, but you know what I mean, 20s, 30s. I don't know. I don't know what contributed to it. Maybe moving, I don't know, better atmosphere, healthier environment. I couldn't tell you. How about Robert? You guys ever see that commercial? I get a kick out of it. It's a commercial for eye cream, right? Most men look in the mirror and see this when they could be looking in the mirror and seeing this. And then it goes on. Most men in their 40s look in the mirror and see this when they could be using this. It's a some type of cream to put under your eyes and clear up your bags and stuff. I don't know. We're in Bohol. The brownouts in the area usually last 3 to 12 hours. Yeah. Patrick Allen, Particle 6. There it is, Matthew. Particle 6. Oh, yeah. Vitamin C for the black under your eyes. How you doing, Matthew? Thanks for stopping in. Are you planning any trips to the Philippines anytime soon? Ah, I stopped smoking meth to go to bed, and my black bags disappeared. Yeah. It's getting close. It's getting close for that thing to beep. Ah, we just had back-to-back 12-hour blackouts on Panay last week. Yeah. It's just crazy, right? It's just crazy. How can I mean it's tooth. Electricity is old. It's old. Robert H. How are you doing, Robert? Thanks, Brian and Ellie Jack. Okay, July 14th through July 31st. Awesome, Matthew. Awesome. You're going to leave on my birthday, July 31st. That's my birthday. Yeah. Ah. You know what? Before I get beeped off here, what's the latest on fixing the trike, Jim? It's actually sitting outside the house right now. Um, there's a couple more things the guy needs to go by to install, and I will definitely um, give a full update on that, and how much it costs and everything like that. Uh, and stay tuned for that. But yeah, yeah. My birthday is July 29th. All right, Matthew. Cool. We got the same month, huh? Same month and right around the same day. It's crazy because who else? There's three people I can't remember, but they all have the same, like, consecutive. My birthday, somebody's birthday, my son's birthday is August 1st. Then there's another person I know whose birthday is August 2nd. And then my brother's is August 3rd. So it's like consecutive like that. Ah, Murray, when you lived in Angeles City, did you know that the Lewis? Did you know Lewis, the guy, a Philippine American guy that built and owned the Lewis Grand Hotel? He was kidnapped and never heard from again. Have you heard anything? You know what? I heard stories here and there. Um, don't know what happened. Don't know the whole details of everything like that. But I have heard stories. Same thing, like you said, he was kidnapped, and you hear people say he was involved with this, involved with that, involved with that. I don't know. I don't know. I guess only he can explain what happened. But yes, I have heard of that. I didn't know Cinco de Mayo was celebrated in the Philippines. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It's just Cinco de Mayo, right? Growing up in America, hey, Cinco de Mayo. Here in the Philippines, I don't think it's on the list of holidays celebrated. Why? Because everybody's working today. Because if it was on the list of celebrated holidays, nobody be working. Well, I wouldn't say nobody. Um, your average person. Your banks be closed and grocery stores and all that. But anything to do with um, like tourism and all that, that will be open. It always will be open. What would be a decent little one-bedroom rental near the beach? Go for on Sherga Island. Gypsy, it's hard to say. On the beach, you're going to pay. You are going to pay just for being on the beach. A lot of times, you can rent a room, say in a hostel or a homestead. It could be just a tiny little room. You may have a shower or you may have a bathroom with that. Um, a lot of times, it's a communal kitchen area you use. It is hard to say. Um, I've never really looked into it. I mean, we'd pay 10,000 pesos a month for our little place, and it's tiny. Nothing big, nothing to write home about, but it's 5 minutes to where all the action is. You know what I'm saying? Um, but on the beach, I really don't. I really couldn't tell you. I don't really. I haven't really checked into it. Maybe I should give people an idea. Um, but it can be expensive. Chicken choker. Yeah, it's your lifestyle. It depends on what your lifestyle is, what you're willing to spend. You know what I mean? I know. I spoke to a fella here when we first got here, and He jumps from hospital to hospital, from homestead to homestead, and he said, "I won't pay anything. I won't pay anything more than 1,000 pesos per night, under $20." Um, but that's what he wants. Ah, in your opinion, do you think many bar girls in AC have STDs? Asking for a friend. Uh, they get a weekly, um, what do they call it? Exam or checkup every week. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. What do they call it? I can't even remember what it's called anymore. But once a week, they got to go down. They got to get checked for, I guess, STDs or whatever. They need to bring back their paper to the bar to make sure they can work in the bar, which I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. Why? Why? If it's a bar fine, it's, they want to claim it's just a bar fine. You're taking the girl out to eat at Jollibee. There's no, you know, pay for sex. You know, we don't do that here. That's illegal. Then why do the girls need to go once a week? Why do they have to go? Why? If the bars are claiming we don't do that here, why do they? Someone might say, well, the government makes these girls go down and da 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 da, to get these weekly exams. And well, then why aren't all girls from every place in Angeles City going to get them? Work at a hotel. Well, you don't think they can get a little something something from a little customer? Um, what about the ones in the restaurant? See what I'm saying? Just makes no sense. Bruce says the bar pays for the checkup, but if they fail, they have to pay for checkups until they are clean to start work again. Some bars do, some bars don't. Um, that's what I was told many times. Some clubs will pay for it, other clubs won't. But yeah, they have to. They cannot work if they come back with a positive test, and they have to get checked and cleared and everything like that. All right, what are we? Half hour. I'm still not beeping. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Um, because I just watched a show on Netflix about the Vietnam War, 2025 Vietnam War documentary, like a 6 part series. If you're into like history and all that, check it out. It doesn't necessarily cover the war aspect of it, the battles and this and that. It covers the government and how the government was involved in everything. And it starts with, who was it? Eisenhower? Was it Eisenhower to Kennedy to Johnson to Nixon to Ford? Very, very good, interesting. Yes, Turning Point. Very good. I enjoy it. Matter of fact, it's one of those I'll probably go back and watch it again because I missed things here and there. Um, but very good. It goes from like the support of the war to like, the American people not supporting it, the riots, the shooting, what the presidents were involved and how they were involved. And this is all stuff that is, that was at one point classified, but has now come out. Um, very interesting, very interesting, uh, very interesting series. You seen it, Jim? Yeah. Great. Like I said, I'll probably watch it again. Um, if you're into that. If you're into that type of thing, check it out. Um, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Um, couldn't believe some of the shit that was going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Um, crazy, crazy. But yeah, the Red Street video sign is working now. If you Can't read Korean. All right. The Red Street video sign is working now. If you can read Korean. What are you saying? They got like Korean writing on. I don't know what goes on down there. Are you saying, hey, be safe, chicken choker? Thanks for stopping in. Are you saying like they got a red blinking sign that's written Red Street in Korean? Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Which I don't understand. You know, I don't. I don't understand that. You know, and I'll just tell you what I heard. You know, tell you what I hear. The vibe of the street in the Philippines of Angeles City when I was there. The Koreans want you to kiss their asses. Kiss your ass. Bow. I'm going to bow. Yet they treat the Filipino people like dog shit. Huh, that'd be the day. That'd be the day, right? Seen it with my own eyes, observed it with my own eyes, spoke to many Filipinos that work in and around Angeles City. They say the same thing. So what's it like to retire as an American in the Philippines in 2025? Well, I retired here in 2016, but 2025, life's good. Life's good. Over the past years, next year will be 10 years, huh? I've learned a lot, discovered a lot, and I never stop learning and discovering. You got to find out what makes you happy, where you want to be. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be struggles. You got to overcome it. But you got to also say to yourself, this is where I want to be. When you say to yourself, this is where I want to be, makes life a little bit easier to overcome the challenges. But it's good. It's good. No complaint from me. They change the archway and it has like a TV video built into the archway. It's almost like a TV, but a Korean advertisement. Doesn't surprise me. Does not surprise me. You know what they should do? They got the archway, right? What you're saying, Bruce? And they got like video screens in there playing. They should be running Philly in the Philippines YouTube videos on that archway 24/7. 24/7. Angelo says, Red Street is a dump. Now, not the same. Yeah. It is what it is, right? The golden age of Red Street has come and gone. The golden age has come and gone. Yeah. Home is where you hang your hat. You are correct, Wave Rider. Home is where you hang your hat. You know, I guess I'm one of those people that when you hear other foreigners or other YouTubers, stay far away from your Filipino family. Live 10 miles away or 10 islands away. Don't give them anything. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. I'm living proof that it can be done. And there's other people out there that are living proof also. Might not work out for you, and that's fine. But don't believe that. Just don't believe that. Red Street fell apart when Philly left. Thank you, Bruce. Nah. There's still there's some good vloggers in Angeles City there. There's still some vloggers there that still doing their thing, right? Still doing their thing. I wish them all the best. Filipina P video would be better for business. Golden age of AC was before Pinatuba. You are correct, Mark. You are correct. I don't watch the Filipino P. There's nothing there that interests me. You know, even that I live here. You know, there's nothing that interests me. I'd rather watch like the ugly tourist. The ugly tourist in Angeles City. There is a guy right there who he's new. He's entertaining. He brings a different perspective to vlogging. He's got his beautiful girlfriend, Ding. They're hilarious together. Um, that's a he's a newer vlogger in AC. He's not running around filming Walking Street. He's not running around filming this, filming that. He's going out. He's traveling. He's showing where he's going. He travels on the Clark. He's going to different places, and he's entertaining. Entertainment fact. That's what I like. People that entertain me, that can make me laugh. If I want to know, if I want to get information about something, I'm going to search it online. I'm not going to listen to a vlogger per se, I guess. Then again, some vloggers do give out good information. You just got to watch where you take your information from. So, yeah, it is doing good. UPS is doing great, keeping the show going. Yeah, like I said, 15, 20 minutes. I'm waiting for that thing to beep. Any plans to buy another vehicle, DJ Joe? Not any. No, not really. Not really. I think if I get to the point where I can no longer feel safe riding a motorbike, and when I mean feel safe myself, I'll probably buy like a trike. You know what I mean? A tuk-tuk, and then can drive me around. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a vehicle, no. If I need a vehicle for a day, say on the island, say like, the only way I can get this done is with a vehicle. I can rent vehicles here. They do have vehicles for rent here on the island. I don't know how much, but if I really did need a vehicle for a day or two, I can rent one. But I enjoy riding the motorbike around the island. It gets me up, it gets me fresh air, seeing the environment, eye stimulation, you know what I'm saying? So I like to ride. I like to ride the motorbike. I probably have ridden more in the rain down here in Mindanao on Sherrill Island in the past year than I ran my motorbike in rain up in Luzon for the past 8 years. You just got to get on your bike and go. What are you going to do? Sit home during rainy season? Oh, it's raining. I can't go anywhere. Man, you just suit up, take your time and get there. But I enjoy riding a motorbike. Wave rider. I do like Philippine P. Take on retiring the Philippines and its challenges. She does seem to sugarcoat it. She doesn't seem to sugarcoat it. Yeah, like I said, I mean, people like and watch viewing. People like to watch channels for multiple reasons why they like to watch them. She obviously is doing something good. She's got many followers and many views. She got the she hit it. She hit the lottery, the jackpot when she started her YouTube channel. Where are we at here? No fun diving down a dirt road and having the sky open up to get you wet and muddy. Yeah, there is no fun in that. I carry my rain jacket with me. Where we live, I can look out in the distance because I've studied it for so long to see when the clouds are coming in and what area it's raining towards. And not only that, I know where every pullover shed is from our house to General Luna, and I know what's in between it, and I know if I can pull over and stop at a sorry store, climb up underneath their store to get dry, or if I'm closer to the waiting shed, which has a full roof on it. You learn these things, right? You learn these things. And if all else fails, you can stop along the road, grab yourself, get up underneath a banana tree with the big banana leaf, you know what I mean? The tricks of the trade. Uh, is there a fear of militants in that area you live? Always wondered. Jim, no. Let me tell you why. Right around 2000, 2001, they had some militants come onto this island. Now, this was before tourism was really big and everything like that. They raised hell. They never made it off the island. The local people banded together, like going out and hunting down Frankenstein with pitchforks and fire in their hand. All right. Not only that, Coast Guard, the local people, and all that, they never left the island, and nobody knows what happened to them. The island is small, you know. People do communicate. Could it happen? Sure, it can happen. It's not, 100% safe, but like everybody says, it's a small island. It's hard to get off this island. If you flew in, if you took a ro-ro in, another boat in, now you can come in different ways, different places on small boats and stuff like that. That's no big deal. But it can happen anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So Melvin Ellsworth, good morning, Brian from Halifax, NS Canada. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the live stream. Let's put it this way, Jim. Your chances of getting hurt, stabbed, robbed, shot, mugged, what else? Hit over the head with a pipe, getting beat up by bouncers on Walking Street. Your chances are greater of that happening up there than it is down here. It is down here. The people down here, their mentality and thinking is, hey, if I do something bad to somebody, it's going to come back and get me. And that's everywhere on this island. It's a vibe like that. If I find a phone or find a wallet and there's a bunch of money in it and I take it and take the money and run, I'm going to get that back on me tenfold. You know what I'm saying? I said it before. They'll turn in wallets with money. Police station. If you lose it, say in Pure Gold or a bigger, store, they'll put it and give it to, customer service. And those people, they're not taking it because they all think like that. And I think that's great. That's a great way of thinking. So, all right, guys, it is 48. No, we'll still go. Well, we will still go. Let me, I got to do something quick here. 48. Wow. Oh, nope. I hear it. It's beeping. It's beeping, guys. It's beeping. Ending stream. Thanks for joining. Goodbye.